most important immigration tips for 2023. And just want to give you a look around the studio here. Here's what we have going on. And hope that this is helpful to you all. I'll be sharing here's a 360 look at everything. And unfortunately, you'll be looking at me. What questions are on your mind? What do you want to hear about for 2023? What are the news and information and immigration insights that you want to hear in 2023? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to be sharing my ideas with you in just a moment. I've been told I have a face for radio. But here I am. But here I am on video as well. So bear with me just a moment while we get started, and I'll give people a moment to join online. I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I'm in our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group for visa delays. We have over 10,000 people in that. We talk about delayed visas, which is something close to my heart. You'll be hearing some Farsi in a moment. And unfortunately, my Farsi is horrible. So I'll be listening in. And meanwhile, get your questions ready. Queen, welcome. Rebecca. هر یک شنبه از ساعت 9 تا 9 شب با من تقدیم شهادی ایران KIRN 678. آیا می‌خواهید از شرایط تحصیل در دانشگاه‌های آمریکا مطلع شوید؟ آیا مایلید شانس پذیرفته شدن در دانشگاه مورد نظرتان را بالا ببرید؟ شاید هم به اطلاعات وام‌ها، بورس‌های دانشگاهی و آخرین تغییرات تست‌های نوید امتحان نیاز دارید. دکتر پروین شهلاپور با برنامه گام به گام با دانشجویان جوان هر شنبه از ساعت 10 تا 11 صبح پاسخگوی سوالات شما خواهد بود. Bear with me.
So that's our reviews on John Scott. The office of Florida Congressman Greg Stubbe says he sustained several injuries in an accident at his home on Forest Hill. Stubbe was reportedly on a ladder and fell after trimming some tree leaves. He was first elected to the House of Representatives in 2018 and had just begun his third term. The Biden administration directing 900 10 western states.
We will be live in a moment.
Trees and underbrush from national forests. The move was set to be announced today.
Bear with me, people.
Jobless aid applications at a 4-month low at 190,000. That's according to the figure. Dow is off 130 points now, and the Nasdaq is down 54. This is SRN News.
مدیران و کارکنان بازیگران KIRN هیچ گونه مسئولیتی در قبال سخنان کارشناس شرکت کننده
As far as pictures, I think it should be you and your spouse together. If you want to have an impact, and I think you should also include family, parents of your opposing group.
با عرض سلام خدمت شما شنوندگان عزیز، لیدا حنایی هستم. خوش آمدید به برنامه گفتگو با کارشناسان. همونطور که میدونید متاسفانه برای ایرانیان گرفتن ویزای ورود به آمریکا گاهی آسون نیست و پروندهشون به هر دلایل نامعلوم با تأخیرهای زیادی روبرو میشه. در این زمینه آقای جاشوا گلدستین وکیل امور مهاجرت رو خواهش کردیم ازشون تشریف بیارن که تخصص خاصی دارن در حل این نوع مشکلات. ایشون وکیل امور مهاجرت هستند که ارتباط بسیار قوی با جامعه ایرانی دارند و دفترشون در لس آنجلس در خدمت مراجعینشون هست. البته رسیدگی به پرونده ها رو در سراسر کشور و سراسر جهان میپذیرند. پس اگر در زمینه دریافت ویزاهای غیر توریستی مثل ویزاهای تحصیلی، نامزدی، تحقیقی، کار یا اقامت موقت، همچنین دریافت گرین کارت و سیتیزنشیپ دچار مشکل شدید، به این برنامه توجه کنید و این شماره را هم یادداشت بفرمایید که بتونید با آقای جاشوا گولدستین تماس بگیرید. تلفن تماس 213 319 58 74. با تماس با ایشون میتونید مشاوره رایگانی داشته باشید در زمینه مشکلی که دارید. آدرس وبسایت josh.law www.josh.law. Welcome, Mr. Goldstein, to our show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for allowing me to join you. I'm really happy to be here as well.
Thank you. Could you please tell us about your professional background?
Well, I'm an immigration lawyer. I've been practicing immigration law for more than 20 years, and I founded an immigration law firm with offices in Boston on the East Coast and here in Los Angeles as well.
Great. And can you please talk about some of the immigration issues that are particularly important to the Persian community?
Well, there are so many things. Let's jump right into it. We have 2023. It's the kickoff to the new year. It still feels like that as well. And there's a couple things coming up that people need to know about right now. First of all, the filing fees that the immigration agencies charge for the application are going through the roof. They're going to skyrocket, going up so much, thousands and thousands of dollars for applications.
From what date it's going to be?
Well, that's the question. Right now, they're in the comment period, and that's going to be over probably in March. So I expect it's going to be here in 2023, and it'll probably be in the fall. So you should know that if you have been thinking about maybe applying for citizenship or a green card or a work permit, there's something that you've been waiting to do. Don't wait. Do it now.
خب دوستان، اول اشاره کردم به این که اگر واقعا قصد دارید که درخواست ویزا بفرمایید یا گرین کارت یا سیتیزنشیپ، هر یک از اینها، فایلینگ فیز یا هزینه درخواست دادن احتمالاً امسال بالا میره. حدس میزنن ایشون که از ماه مارچ باشه و میگن اگر بالا برم خیلی بالا میره. پس توصیه میکنن اگر به دنبال گرفتن ویزا هستید همین الان قبل از اینکه قیمت ها بالا بره اقدام بفرمایید که برای شما هزینه کمتری داشته باشه. تلفن تماس با آقای جاشوا گولدستین، وکیل امور مهاجرت، 213 319 58 74. 213 319 58 74 که با مشاوره رایگان دفترشون در خدمت شماست. People can call you or sending email. Which one do you prefer?
Whichever's easiest. If you prefer, you give me a call. If it's easier for you to email me and let me know what's going on, shoot me an email. Whichever's best.
And the email address is josh@jgoldlaw.com. josh@jgoldlaw.com. و دوستان میتونید به این آدرس هم ایمیل بفرستید و اگر که توی اون قسمت سابجکتش بزنید no more waiting، ایشون میدونن که از طرف شما جامعه ایرانی است و زودتر هم حتما جواب میدن بهشون.
I have a whole bunch of other suggestions and tips and information, so I want to move on here.
Sure.
The other thing that has occurred to me, I hate talking about politics, okay? But nevertheless, immigration is impacted by who's in office and Congress and things like that. But I want you to think about, I want everyone out there to think about this. We are going to have an election in 2024, and Biden is up for re-election. And in 2025, January 2025, we're going to have a new president. Could be Biden, could be reelected, or we could have someone else. Trump is running for president. It's not impossible to imagine that Trump wins the next election. I know that he's a very polarizing figure, and he doesn't have a lot of friends in the Iranian community. I'm not a fan of Mr. Trump myself, but nevertheless, we have to acknowledge that he or someone very similar to him, if anyone similar to him, could be the president in 2025, could win the election in 2024. Now, what does that mean? That means that the entire immigration system could be shut down in 2025. If you want to apply for your mother, your father, your husband, your wife, your fiance, whatever it is, that could take a year and a half or more. So the time to take action on your immigration case is right now. Because if you don't take action right now, what did we find when Trump was president? He shut down everything. Do you have any doubt that you could do this again? And if it's not Trump, it could be someone who shares the same hatred of immigrants. So that's my message to people, is that it's already too late and you need to take action now.
خب دوستان، آقای جاشوا گلدستین توضیح دادن که من وارد سیاست نمیخوام بشم، ولی خب انتخابات در راه داریم و در این انتخابات حالا آقای بایدن اگر تشریف داشته باشن، آقای ترامپ که اعلام کردن که هستن، کاندید هستن، گفتن اگر سال 2025 آقای ترامپ رئیس جمهور بشن، ممکنه باز مشکل ایجاد بشه در اینکه بخوان ویزا صادر کنن یا بخواید دوستان اگر بخوان برای خانوادهشون ویزای ورود به آمریکا بگیرن یا اقامت بگیرن، ممکنه دچار اشکال بشه. تازه یک سال و نیم هم طول داره که این اتفاق بیفته. پس شما اگر هر چه زودتر اقدام کنید که به اون روزها نخورید که احتمال خطر از نظر ایشون داشته باشه که ممکنه که از لحاظ ویزا مشکل بیشتر بشه و سخت‌تر بشه مهاجرت به آمریکا از جانب هموطنان خوبمون. پس توصیهشون به طور کلی اینه که هم به خاطر قیمتی که ممکنه بالا بره و هم به خاطر مسئله ریاست جمهوری و تصمیمات جدید احتمالاً به نفعتونه که اگر واقعا قصد انجام این کار رو دارید، میخواید خانواده‌تون رو بیارید، حتما الان اقدام بفرمایید. تماس بگیرید با شماره 213 319 58 74 با آقای جاشوا گلدستین که وکیل امور مهاجرت هستن.
It's my curse in life that I can't speak Farsi. I wish I could. Here's another suggestion for all of you. This is my advice to everyone. Do not file the fiance visa. Don't do that.
Why?
Because if you're engaged to get married and you want to apply for your fiance, then get married and apply for that person as your spouse, your husband or your wife. And I feel so strongly about this. Anybody who wants to hire me to help them with their fiance visa, I talk and I do everything I can to convince them not to do that and to get married instead. And I've even called people's parents to talk to their mom and dad to explain why this is necessary. Now, why am I saying this? Most people out there, most people believe that the fiance visa is faster, less expensive, easier, quicker, etc., and better. And they think that the marriage visa is harder and longer and more expensive and more difficult and so on.
Is that so?
No, it's the opposite.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Would you rather file one immigration case or two immigration cases? Because if you file for the fiance visa, you go through a long, complicated immigration case just to get your fiance the visa that he or she is looking for. And then that person comes to the US, you've got to start all over again and file another immigration case. Whereas if you travel abroad and you get married, it's straightforward. And who do you think the immigration service gives more rights to? The boyfriend or girlfriend of a US citizen or the husband or wife? Of course. Yeah, it's a strong legal relationship that's acknowledged in all of our laws. And
you suggest them to go abroad, get married, and then come back.
Absolutely. And the cost that you would pay for the trip abroad is what you would save in legal fees.
How long that takes? Like, let's say someone goes to Iran and get married, and they apply for marriage. thing, visa.
That's the number one question that everyone has. Well, how long is this going to take?
Yeah.
And it's very hard to answer that question with any immigration case right now because the processing times are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It should take no more than 18 months. It might take longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
But the sooner you file your immigration case, the sooner it's going to get approved. And when we talk about processing times, this is a good time to talk about something that my office and I are uniquely skilled at. And this is a service that we've helped many in the Persian community with. And that is people whose cases are just stuck. They go to the visa interview, nothing happens. They're at risk of losing their scholarships, or they apply for their parents and the visa they can't seem to get an interview. Whatever it is, where there's been an extraordinary delay, what my firm does is we go in and we take action and we're able to get people's delayed cases resolved. Now, delayed cases aren't the only thing that we do. We also help people with initial applications as well, and we give great advice. But resolving cases when they're really stuck is our stock and trade.
اوکی دوستان، توصیه دیگر آقای گلدستین اینه که به خصوص به کسانی که میخوان ویزای نامزدی بگیرن میگن این کارو نکنید، یهو ازدواج کنید برای که کار خیلی ساده تر میشه. اگر ویزای نامزدی بگیرید وقت بیشتر، هزینه بیشتر خواهد داشت و مدت طولانی تری طول میکشه و بهتره که اگر لازمه تشریف ببرید کشور دیگه ازدواج کنید، بعد تقاضای ویزا یا ورود همسرتون رو به کشور که بکنید خیلی آسان تره. پرسیدم چقدر طول میکشه؟ گفتن که احتمالاً معلوم نیست ولی احتمالاً 18 ماه که 1 سال 1 سال و نیم هست، یا شاید هم یک کمی بیشتر، معلوم نیست. ولی اگر ویزای نامزدی بگیرید یک سری بعد ویزای نامزدی بگیرید، بعد ازدواج کنید، بعد دوباره از اول اپلای کنید برای ازدواجتون و ویزای جدیدی بگیرید و میگن این 2 کار رو از اول 1 کار کنید انجام بدید که راحت‌تر به نتیجه برسید. و تخصصشون اینه که پرونده هایی که گیر کرده و به دلایلی مصاحبه شده یا مراحل دیگر رو طی کرده ولی یه جای گیر کرده و هنوز به پایان نمیرسه رو برن مشکلاتش رو حل کنن. تلفن تماس با آقای جاشوا گلدستین 213 319 58 74. آدرس وبسایت josh.law.
And by the way, I want to tell everyone, you can find me everywhere. So you've given my phone number and also my email address, but I'm also on TikTok and Instagram. Josh is Immigration. That's my handle. And I'm very active. Josh is Immigration. And I'm also very, very active on YouTube. And I'm live on YouTube and Instagram right now. My YouTube channel is Immigration Station. I created the channel as a resource for everyone. And I go in there and I answer questions and I go live. And I try to get a lot of engagement from people so I can provide the most value possible.
In YouTube is Immigration
Station. Immigration Station, yeah.
Okay. پس دوستان در تیک تاک و اینستاگرام همونطور که اشاره کردن جاش این امیگریشن به این آدرس اکانت دارن و میتونید باشون در تماس باشید، علاوه بر تلفن و ایمیل که میتونید داشته باشید. و در یوتیوب که الان هم برنامه زنده دارن روش میتونید ایشون رو ببینید. هست Immigration Station.
And one more thing, for the Persian community, I have something special. I have a Telegram group exclusively for the Persian community with Farsi content. And I share questions and answers. I answer any questions that people have in the community. I've answered hundreds of questions about delayed visas and delayed lawsuits and all that. And it's all translated into Farsi, and it's intended as a resource for the Persian community, which is so important to me. And that's one reason why I enjoy coming here and chatting each week.
دوستان در شبکه تلگرام هم اشاره کردم که میتونید مراجعه بفرمایید و سوالاتی که معمولاً برای افراد پیش میاد و ایشون جواب دادن رو همه رو جمع آوری کردن، به فارسی ترجمه شده، در این شبکه هست در تلگرام که میتونید برید بخونید، اطلاعات خیلی خوبی خواهید گرفت. But I believe the link you said you have to send them the link.
Yeah, I don't know how to give someone a link on. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. But if you email me, josh@jgoldlaw.com, I'll send you a link where you can join our Telegram group, which is of course free.
Great. پس دوستان اگر میخواید به اکانت تلگرام ایشون برید، ایمیل بفرستید به josh@ لغت حرف J ببخشید josh@jgoldlaw.com و اونجا بخواید که این لینک رو برای شما بفرستم که بتونید تشریف ببرید به اون صفحه. مستر جاشوا گلدستین وکیل امور مهاجرت با شماره تلفن 213 319 5874 همراه ما هستن و در خدمتشون هستیم. ایشون وکیل امور مهاجرت هستن. جاشوا گلدستین. خب مستر گلدستین I'm mixing up Farsi and English. I don't know where am I. but let us know how late is too late when people can ask you for help in the getting visa.
Well, you can always ask me for help, but reach out early. If I can help you directly
Even from applying point
before you apply, I can give you strategies before you even get started. For example, like even today, I told all the viewers, skip the fiance visa. And I'm very passionate about this. I have a YouTube video where I walk through in detail all these reasons. But I'd be happy to give people advice and help in any way I can. Sometimes when people ask me questions, if they're good questions, I'll create a whole YouTube video for free, just for that, to give them the most value possible.
Okay. دوستان پرسیدم که چه موقع دیر شده و تشخیص میدی که باید جواب میگرفتی از امیگریشن نگرفتی، پس الان دیره دیگه مراجعه کنم برای حل مشکل. و ایشون اصلا توصیهشون اینه که از ابتدا به ما مراجعه کنید. مثل همین مسئله ویزا که بهش اشاره کردن، گفتم من کسی که میاد بهش میگم اصلا سراغ ویزای نامزدی نرو، یکو برو سراغ ازدواج رو از اون طریق بگیر اجازه ورود همسرت رو که خیلی آسان تره. پس یه مشاوره رایگان خیلی خوب از اون ابتدا میتونید داشته باشید قبل از اینکه خودتون اپلای کنید. ولی اگر اپلای کردید و به مشکل برخورد کردید و پروندهتون الان یه جایی گیر کرده، میتونید تماس بگیرید. در اون صورت هم آقای جاشوا گلدستین بسیار کمک خوبی میتونن برای شما باشن. تلفن تماس 213 319 58 74 213 319 58 74. آدرس ایمیل josh@jgoldlaw.com.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been always a pleasure. And I hope that you and everyone else has a very warm week. And I look forward to coming back next week, as I always do.
Much. We have only 1 minute. If you have any other message to our community regarding the visas and citizenship.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the best thing that you can do in life is to be very resourceful and to seek out the correct information. And I encourage everyone to email me or contact me. And if I can help you, I certainly will. And if I can't help you, I'll try to connect you with the right resources so that you can be supported.